live on a thirsty Thursday. Bow, 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 bow. Very high high energy kind of day. What's up, everybody? I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger of God, the first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you got to see what I post on my community page. Okay, my latest live video and anything in my shorts. Where are we at? It's a new day, and I'm pulling out the Quantum Tarot. And as soon as I pulled it, I was like, oh, the devil's at the bottom. As soon as I pulled the cards, I'm like, well, okay, why? There's no negative aspect in these cards. Not really, unless we go looking for one. It's a thirsty Thursday. The energy's good. There's a whole bunch of, good energy coming in, mostly for anybody that's open to receiving it. If you're shut down and you're just, 10 toes to the ground doing your own thing, then you're probably not going to catch anything good coming at you. Realistically, nope, you're not paying attention. Nope. That's what I got so far. I don't know. I had posted on my community page a couple different things. One, I was laughing on Facebook. It said, I don't know exactly what it was talking about. I guess fucking Kim Kardashian had reached out to Michael B. Jordan, and he's like, Neds. Hell no. How come every time a fucking black man is doing good, you want to step in the scene? I just started laughing. I was like, nah. Make them say, nah, nigga. Anyways, I laughed about that. What else did I post? There's something else. Fuck. Can't remember. It'll come up in the cards. I stayed up all night doing new moon ceremonies, manifesting and shit. Hey, dude, I lit my new candle. Do you see that thing? That thing is huge. It's got the biggest flame ever. Why? Because it has 4 wicks on it. Call it John Wick. Realistically, yeah. Goes well with all of my other candles, right? I'm a fire witch, so I work with candle magic. Really? Mm-hmm. I mean, I work with all the elements, but specifically fire. Really? Somebody go 9. And that's what I'm always saying. Don't make me put your fucking name in a candle, bitch. Don't make me do it. As you can see, I pulled out my sun card or my sunstone because we needed to. We are in the sun, and everything is good to go. Really? Yeah, I'm just shuffling these real well. Get some oracles and call it a whatchamacallit. I can't help but notice that we're going totally into Jewish mysticism, which again is Metatron. Oh, Melchizedek. We've got to read about the Melchizedek Order. That's where we're going to go from here. What do we got? 3 of Wands. New foundations and shit. Really? Something like that. Let's learn it in the stars, quantumly. Nope. There we go in French again. 3 of Wands. Swords. Swords. Pentacles. Nope. Wands. Cups. Wands. Why am I reading? I mean, I know what the meaning of the card, but that's why it's so important. Not every tarot is delivering the same message. There's deeper understanding in each deck. So these tarot readers that just sit there with 15 fucking decks, they get the same message out of every deck because they don't take the time to understand. I'm getting down one. Okay, so it's like music. They're showing me like music. Millions of rappers use the same songs. Millions of singers use the same words, but it's each singer uses those words differently to tell a different description. Really? That's what they're showing me. Creativity, Okay, 3 of Wands, people. It's a galaxy cluster. It may be obvious that stars cluster together in galaxies, but galaxies themselves also form larger clusters. Some of them are mind-boggling huge, containing more than 1,000 galaxies and each with billions of stars. Dude, last night, it was just a great view of the stars. I have a great view. It was such a clear night. It was like seriously warm. I was hanging out. It was beautiful last night. My new place has such a great feel. The whole area, really, the whole area has such a good feel with the stars. When I go out and I feel that joy, I always kind of imagine who would spend this time with me, who would feel this, who would understand this. Really, I guess probably an astronomer, someone that really, a stargazer, would fully understand the joy I get from just standing out there and seeing the stars. And it goes back to the woods. Who would get this? Somebody that's outdoorsy, someone that doesn't need the real world, somebody that lives off of the natural world like myself. Really? Yeah, those are the things I was thinking about. It takes an effort of thought to even imagine the size of galaxy clusters. And simply, this card demands that we let go of our self imposed limitations and think big. The Three of Wands is a card of vision. It's time to think outside the box and let your wildest dreams be your guide. If you wish upon. Okay, thank you. That's really what it is. The Pisces is about dreaming huge and big. Pisces is all about intuition, really. It's half of Jupiter. So you put that together on today, which is a Jupiterian day. And you know what I mean? I myself am just full of expansion because Sagittarius plus Pisces, and that's how I'm able to harness the Jupiterian planet, which is over there. And I think we called it, what was it? The Chesed. So where are we at? We're moving through the tree of life. By tomorrow, where will we be? I'm going to skip Friday. We should be in the sun because Friday's down here. I'll go straight up into my Saturn and start killing shit off. Killing them softly is what I heard. Really? Mm-hmm. We just do it. Do it every week. Really? Yeah, but as soon as this light of the moon comes, now they're going to start building on these dreams that we have. Really? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to pull out my computer today. What else am I supposed to do? I need an external hard drive. Really? Yeah, I need to get one of those. Manifesting one of those. Okay, to think out of the box is to believe in the visions that God has given you, not to go chasing some fucking wild ass, you know what I mean, imaginary dream. People get really let down by chasing their dreams because they're not their dreams. They're chasing something else. They think it's a dream, but it's not. A dream is something given to you, bro. It's beyond your dreams. It's beyond your understanding. It's something you never thought about before. Really? Or something that you thought was impossible, and or you're not worthy of, or it could never happen. But God has shown you it. You yourself doubt it. That's a dream. That's a vision. When you're overconfident and you're like, I'm going to do this and I've got everything together and I can do this and I could be like them and I could beat everybody, that's all ego, bro. That's all ego. Listen here, Igor. All right, so current energy is we're dreaming big. Spiritual work at hand, please. Holy moly. What is that card? Fuck off. Hey, Wolfman, what's that card? I think it's the universe. Something cool like that. Really? I'm pretty sure that if I pull out my crows, which was talking to me too, that it'll be the same. Okay, it's not judgment, it's the world. Seriously? Yeah, my crows are telling me that we're in the same area. Let's find out. Yeah, we are. Told you. I heard the crows. Hey, look at it. It looks better over there. Either way, I look nice and powerful. Don't I, though? Why are we getting the world? Because it's completion. But a completion just means that it's a graduation into an initiation. How long do you have off? Not that much time before you have to go into that new level. Really, Jesus didn't start his ministry till after his fast, and that's what I keep reminding myself. Realistically, yeah, sometimes like last night, I'm like, well, again, why am I fasting still? Oh yeah, for my ministry. All right, let me read it in here and we'll go over to there. It's a great picture, right? Yep, that's me. And you know what came to me? Oh my God, Becky. Do you know what's going on with Wolfman and I? I can tell you. It's Cuckoo Lane to Morgan. We're just fighting. Really? You have to know my history. It's Cuckoo Lane to Morgan. Really? Who's Morgan? Me, the battle crow. See me? There's me. There's me. Me. I'm the shapeshifter, so I'm more than just a crow. Really? But don't make me hawk at you. Okay, let's talk about the world. The theory of everything. It's called TOE for short. It is simple, coherent theory that explains all phenomena in the universe. Many physicists like Einstein, E equals MC squared. It was his birthday this week. We were celebrating the guy anyways. Have tried and failed to find the TOE and remains the scientific equivalent of the Holy Grail. Hey, I was watching something last night. What are you watching? Another one of these Waco, Texas documentaries. David Koresh told everyone he was a prophet. David Koresh told people that he was the second coming. Really? Mm-hmm. It was there was something triggering about all of this because of the fact of what he preached, which again, I'm a cultish. Duh. Duh. But in essence, it was that, people believed he was a messenger of God. So they followed him to all means, right? Okay, well, I come out and I tell you that I'm the messenger of God and that I'm one of the closest things to God. Hey, bro, I'm not your fucking savior. I direct you right to who can save you, and that's Jesus and his forgiveness upon your life. I don't even like you. Realistically, I am not doing this for power or for fame or for any of that. I'm doing this for God as my public service because I have been, you know, I'm here in hell during the end days. I am here just fulfilling prophecies. Realistically, hey, I just want to point that out. I watch a lot of these occult teachings and these, you know what I mean, these religious documentaries and all this shit. And there was something that, you know what I mean, people believe that he was their way to God. The same you do to churches. I am not your fucking way, bro. Get out my way with that bullshit. I am here to teach you how to connect to God in the same way that I am connected. These people, I want to point this out. These people, I hear my grandma. Fuck. What? I don't know. It has to do with my dad. These people freaking really, yeah, there's certain tones I can hear it. It's like that was my grandma's frequency that just came through. These people want to do it to have power over people, that you need them, right? So everyone wants to develop themselves as a need to humanity. You need them, whether it's a relationship, a personal relationship, a intimate relationship, a familiar relationship, a business structure. It's all based on dependency. So these people in high authority of religious decree, they do this holding back, meaning they have something that you don't have and you need them to have it. I'm not that. I never do that. I spend all this time trying to give to you my connection. Really? Yeah, I fall under all those lines. I started to watch it once. There was some Netflix documentary of how to build a cult. I was like, dude, you guys want to join my cult? Realistically, I mean, yeah, they're going to call it that for sure. And I do occult practices, so there's no reason to deny this. So what sets me apart? What sets me apart from every other person that claims to be a prophet or a messenger of God? That I give you the message and I teach you how to get the message yourself. So you no longer have to come to me, but you have this exact connection. And not so you can use it against others, so that you can show others how to connect with God as well, so that nobody is dependent on somebody else to get to God. And that is exactly what Jesus came to bring. Really? And that is exactly where I cut down all of these hierarchies and patriarchies of government, of business, of religion, of all of this. You people, there's my grandma again, are dependent off of your family, off of your friends, off of government structures, off of healthcare, off of all these things, off of social structures, societal structures. You have to have this person in your life to validate yourself. You've made your validation based on somebody else's superiority that you've given them. They have no power over you and your life. You've given power to man, and it needs to be taken away and given back to God. Really? Yes. That's the beginning and that's the end. The beginning of what I teach here is how to heal yourself and connect to God. The end of what I teach is how you're connected and you no longer need me. That is the point. I do not want people sucking on my tits for the rest of my life. Come back later and say, dude, thank you for all you did. Me and my journey with God. I want to hear about the journey he took you on once you got connected. That's all I want to hear about. Or where you're stuck at in your healing, and I can help you out of it so you can get to the next level of fucked up shit to heal, to get closer to God. Really? My page is growing, and I'm always excited about that. And I shared that yesterday. I'm up to 3,300 people in the 33s, which is the Ascending Masters. How did I get here? Teaching people, sharing myself, my connection, my abilities, everything I know, giving the apple to humanity. I'm keeping nothing from you. And that's because they have. All of this is to get you connected to God. Really? And that's why I become, why I am so famous. Because I give you something that nobody else gives you, which is what? Your connection back. The church won't give it to you because they don't have it. Tarot readers can't give it to you because they don't have it. Even, this morning I got this download. It's like, I specialize in necromancy, which is dealing with God in the Holy Spirit form. I teach you how to connect with the spirit of all things, but it starts with spirits that are no longer with us, what you consider dead. Really? It's the first gateway. I spend more time in the spirit realm, during the ascension, and that's it. As I come back from God's kingdom, I have to come back to mass consciousness. Down there is where the spirits are, guiding the people. Really? So anytime I got to be with the people, I'm with the spirits again. Because here I am with the people, and the people are spirits. They're just not of their higher self. Really? I just want to point that out. It came to me last night. Really? Yeah, his story is trippy, but that's how they all are. These people, you believe them to be a prophet. They have a connection to God that that you're interested in, and you give them all authority because of it. First off, everyone has fear and reverence and respect for me because of it, and that's good enough for me. You know what I mean? I'm not out here telling you to drop dimes in the bucket or any of that. I have a tag that always has my Cash App in it that I attach to the end of every video. But I don't tell you to like, share, and subscribe. I don't tell you to donate. I don't tell you to pay for an extended reading. I tell you, you know what I mean? None of that bullshit. I just want to tell you, you know what I mean? Understand what I really am, and what they're going to call me, and don't try to defend it. Don't try to make it sound like you're not listening to an occult teacher. I am. I teach all the occult teachings. I'm a pagan high priestess, and I teach the Christ consciousness to all pagan religions, including Christians, how to be, walk, and think like Christ. Really? As I do it myself. Ta-da. There's the end and the beginning. Really? Let's see. A current contender for the title may be the M theory. See the sun card. I told you we're all in the sun. We are limited beings, but our imagination encompasses the infinite. The judgment card shows the process of waking up to a world beyond limits, and the world shows the next step. And we had judgment in the crows last. And then judgment's up there, Mayat's up there. Accepting the paradox of our limited existence is an unlimited universe. Traditionally, the world shows a naked androgynous figure dancing in space, bound by the circular wreath. The world dancer demonstrates an ability to live happily in the material reality while being aware of the unseen and limitless levels of being. And that's where I've come back to this. I've come back. Realistically, yeah, man, I'm back. I mean, I was always here, and that's where it's going to be like, what's been going on? I went on a spiritual fucking quest for 3 years of an initiation to come out and be the whole high priestess, and I'm the leader of the one religion. I teach all forms of mysticism, but basically I'm a spiritual psychoanalyst teaching people the awakening. Really? You want to talk about your childhood trauma? Yeah, it's called shadow work, according to psychoanalyst Carl Gustavo Jung, or Jung, however you pronounce it. Really? Yep. I have a PhD in spirituality, and I specialize in light work. What's light work? Well, the alchemical transmutation of dark feelings and memories into light that can be spread with humanity. Damn, is that what you do? Yeah, what do you do? I work at a place. That's cool. How do you like that place? Does that place treat you well? I work for God. Let's talk about the world card over there. Why? Because it looks great. Doesn't it, though? The chariot, the strength. Okay, realistically, no, I'm no closer to remembering Roman numerals. One day I'll run a class on this. Really? One day. I'm not a fan of the Romans. Really? I was Greek, not Roman. That big ass, I saw it posted yesterday. There's like there's like 5 to 10 Jewish temples or Jewish, I don't know what they are. I don't know what they call them. There's Jewish churches all over the place. That's where I got my Jewish candle. They sell all that shit at just the local supermarket because they're all over the place. Marketing, they know their people. Anyways, but then this big ass temple that I always thought was a synagogue is a Greek Orthodox something, which I think is Catholic. I don't know. I'm going to go knock on all these doors, see who in the name of Christ is going to let me in. There's a witch out there. Well, at least it won't be like Texas and fucking Oklahoma where they have guns. Maybe you do. Do you guys carry guns to church up here too? It's so weird. Where's your God? Gonna shoot me? Aren't you supposed to pray for me or something? Such a joke. All right, come on, world. No journey leaves a soul unchanged. The chrysalis this is the end of this journey, that has held you tight falls away and you emerge into a new life. You are more than you were before. The black winged companion in the land of shadows has become a part of you. You see with clear eyes. It's so weird. It's like, dude, it's just over. Like there's no more, there's no more, scary turn. No. I already, no. No. I can go on adventures and have, adventures, but there's no more of that. The initiation, I did all of it. If I didn't get myself initiated, I wouldn't be put back into reality. I had to keep doing what I was doing until I got there. Really? Yeah, it's crazy. I have all the footage to prove it. That's what's fun. It's not a foggy memory that I'll lose one day. I'm become rich and famous for this bullshit. Really? Oh, it's crazy shit, dude. It's like, where have you been? I've been on a spiritual quest, dude. Seriously? Yeah, and I came back a whole sorceress, bro. Let me teach you some shit. You know dead people? You want to talk to dead people? Want to go dance naked under the moon? Let me brew you up some potions for that. Really? Super funny, if you think about it. Your black winged companion in the land of shadows has become a part of you. You see with clear eyes. You speak with its mighty voice. You hold aloft tokens of victory. For the spiral of time has brought you a new gift in accordance to your actions. And now, finally ready, at long last, you dance. I wanna dance with somebody. Step in the name of love. Really? I mean, I'm full of it. Seriously, yeah, I completed a really long journey that they call the, dark night of the soul. Really? That's why nobody ever wanted to start it, because they never saw me finish. They're like, dude, once you go in, your life turns to hell and you'll never get out of it. I don't understand if they thought I was going to be homeless forever. I don't know what they thought was happening, but every day God was happening. Really? It's funny. People were so scared, I guess. I mean, I was scared. I was out there naked and alone with my kids and my dog. Fucking asshole. Seriously, God. And that's what I mean. These motherfuckers, Albert Einstein, you do know that, right? Those that don't know, I'll tell you, the new people. My son is Albert Einstein reincarnated. Really? My daughter is Joan of Arc. Who am I? Fucking Lilith. Really? So when Lilith and Joan go to town, oh shit, I surrender to it. Why? Because I know better. So I have to do better. Realistically, yeah. But we are warring energies, and that's why I was going to breed her back into her warrior self so she could complete her work. Same thing as, you know what I mean, Einstein. Really? Yeah. He's not creating no bombs this time. That's what I told him. You better not. Listen here, E equals MC squared. Really? Well, I give him the components he didn't know. And for those that don't know, Einstein was, he worked with Metatron along with Hawkins and all of them. But Einstein was all spiritual. That's where he got it all from. Really? What's the outcome? Oh shit, what's that card? Is that the moon again? That is beautiful. I'm gonna learn these cards one day. I just got the picture. Isn't that beautiful? What is it? Your feelings, you're still dealing with it. And that's Pisces, dude. Pisces is ruled by the moon, isn't it? What's Pisces ruled by? Wolfman? Don't answer. You could send me an energetic answer and I will not pick up. Just kidding. Hey, I was calling someone in yet last night. Confirmation. Who's that? What am I doing? I'm doing a reading. I'm not going to answer that right now. Why? Because I'm almost done. Let me finish the reading. Really? People don't understand that. And I actually do kind of have a schedule, sort of. And I'll usually tell people I'm going to go do a reading. B was rude about that, bro. She just thought I was just reading out of books and I could just stop. You can't unplug. You can't turn off the Xbox like that. You can't just... I only know this because I did it a million times. You can't just pull the cord on the fucking PlayStation. It takes forever to reboot. The moon. Is that the moon? Yes, it is the moon. Extra dimensions. The string theory. Also see the star card. We're connected to everything right now. We're in the universe. Star clusters. The early version of the string theory came from, who gives a shit? Moving on. These inaccessible extra dimensions are like extra dimensions in our lives. Hints, hunches, movements out of the corner of our eye. The moon represents, okay, stop right there. There's definitely something on site. What? I don't know. There's shadow figures that that are moving around this building. Yeah, I keep seeing them out of the corner of my eye. I'll look over, but it's nothing. Really? Yeah, in my car, in the parking lot. I haven't even began to research what this was before they moved me here. But every time they move me somewhere, they put me somewhere, it's a powerhouse. it's a sacred site. Really? Oh yeah. In the middle of the day, like I see them outside. What is it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But there's like a shadow. I'll be like focused on my phone, and then there's a shadow that I'll look over to see if it was somebody, and it wasn't. And it happens throughout the day and the night around this building. Really? Just want to point that out. Is it something bad? I wouldn't know because I'm what you consider bad. There's no devil, but could it be a dark entity? Perhaps. Could it be a wandering soul? Perhaps. It knows that it's drawn to my light, and I can sense when it's nearby. I haven't really gone any further. I've only been here a couple days. Really? Give me time. These inaccessible dimensions are like little extra dimensions in our lives. Hints, hunches, movements out of the corner of our eye. The moon represents this realm of mystery and the unfamiliar, which is often fearful to those who like everything clearly explained. And that's it. I'm the goddess of the moon. I'm the goddess of darkness. So the things in the dark that fear you don't fear me, or I don't fear, and they don't fear me. Everything that feels safe in the dark feels safe with me. Really? Because it sees my light. You guys only see my skin. Babies don't see my skin. Animals don't see my skin. Birds don't see my skin. Really? They see my light. So they're not afraid and they approach me. And that's what I mean. Dark things, you know what I mean? Entities, spirits, animals, you know what I mean? Creepy crawlers, bugs. They're not scared of me. And that's where God gave me that. And Lilith shall rule over the creatures of the night. Really? Yeah. The freaks come out at night. Really? And that's why all these people that, not hide from the day, but are not active daytime members of society that are doing creepy shit at night, strippers, hustlers, party goers, people that are on drugs all night, people that are crying all night, people that can't sleep at night. Those are the people that find peace around me. Really? Because I'm like the moonlight. And I bring, you know what I mean? The unseen, bring the madness, bring peace to the madness. Really? I heard she's like the wind. Shut up. Who sang that? Patrick Swayze. It's like the beach on a day or night when you go there. People find, just like I was trying to describe, me sitting at home with the stars at night. I'm at home. Some of them, that's what I was looking at last night. I was thinking about telling somebody about it. It's like you see the one that's solid, it doesn't blink. That is a planet. Do you see the other ones? They blink at us. Do you see the different colors in the blinking? You see how that one's blinking yet blue and that one's blinking an orangish yellow. Do you see the difference? Do you know what that blinking is? Those are codes, like Morse code. It's sending it. It's turning on the lights and turning off the lights. And you're supposed to know what those codes are. Do you know what they are? Me neither. Just stare at it and watch where your brain goes. Watch where the images take you. Really? I had this vision last night that I was telling someone about the stars, about the sky. But then there's astronomers and there's people that know the constellations. It's like, well, I know that's the Big Dipper, but they could point out all of them. Really? Yeah. I don't know all of them. I just know home. And that's because you named them. They have names from here. Up there, they're just home. Really? The moon shows up when the indefinable starts demanding attention in our consciousness. And to the conscious mind, it can seem like a threat. Really? Yeah, the beginning of this, the awakening, is your heart awakens, which is what you think is your subconscious, right? And it starts to attack the conscious mind. It starts to push its way into the conscious mind, and the conscious mind, it's like a virus. That it's a security mechanism where the ego is, no, it will not let change in, and that's simple to the twin flame. It started with a twin flame. My heart wants to go after something that my mind will not let me, and that's where the battle begins. And then that the initiation is continuing. My heart is asking me to go for things that my mind will not allow, and I have to break the ego to do what my heart says. And the more I do that, the more free, or the more my higher self can take form, which is breaking through the heart. The more you can get your mind out of the way, the more your spirit can take lead. But that's what it is you're trying to be spirit led, and not, you know what I mean, just by desperation. It's the different levels in consciousness, but it's the levels of desperation and limitations that stop you from following your heart's desire. Like, I really want to do this, but my mind's telling me no. And most people will never follow that heart's calling because the limitations of the mind and the no. They don't work through why it's a no. And that goes back to Bobby. In the beginning, neither one of us even wanted to even consider this. And all he would say is the simple answer that would come out of his inner self was, I'll lose everything. We never even considered if that was even true. What would happen? We wouldn't even think about it. We just knew it was no. No matter what, it was always a no. It was just a no. It could never be a yes. It had to be a no. And the more that we tried to make it a yes, more no's would come in. No, because of this. No, because this could happen. No, because this will happen. No, no, no. It's always a no. It was always a no with him since the beginning. And I always have to fight it. Really? Only when God says, I understand the no. It's harder to fight the no than it is to just say no. Really? It'll eat you alive, though. Your heart won't give you any rest. Really? It's worse than the mind not giving you rest. And that's why you do all this, so you can calm the restless mind of the things it fears, its limitations, its beliefs. Really? So it's telling you it's demanding attention in our unconscious, and to take the conscious mind, and to the conscious mind, this can seem like a threat. It is. I said that too. It looked like nothing but regrets till you sit in my brand new house and in my brand new life, and you have no regrets at all. I couldn't tell anyone until this week. It wasn't until this week I could show everyone. But it didn't make sense to people when God said, quit your fucking job, give up your car, give up your house, give up all your worldly belongings and follow me. Wolfman, it was worth it, bro. And I go back to it. It's like, I had no fucking ambition to get a better home. My kids didn't have a fucking future in Commerce City. And Morgan, who comes from Commerce City, knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. They had one school, which would have been fucking. My daughter was already failing at Adams Middle. They were already fucking with her in 6th grade, right? And they fucked with my daughter, Mary Jane, and Aaron when they were in that school. Then she would have went to Adams City High School, which was such a fucking trash school. This week alone, they had a fake school shooting threat, or last week, whatever. She would have never had a fucking future. She would have got beat up trying to be, LGBTQ curious out there. I hated my apartment. Dude, my kitchen was so fucking small. It was a fucking closet, dude. You could not open the fucking stove and the refrigerator at the same time. It was so fucking small. It was a fucking closet. My pantry is bigger than my fucking refrigerator. We only had 2 bedrooms. I took my dining room and completely made it into a 3rd bedroom. You know what I mean? We didn't have, all the nice things. The only thing that this apartment doesn't have, that's what I told Morgan, was a fucking pool. That's the only thing it doesn't have, is a fucking pool. Realistically, this fucking thing has everything. Or garages. That's it. It has fucking everything. Realistically. And it's like, when I started this, I look like, and that's my dad. Are you still on fucking mushrooms and shit? Bro, I regret ever asking you if you knew where to get mushrooms. That's all that ever came from that conversation. You want to hold someone? Let's talk about all the cocaine you moved into our country illegally, Mr. Patreon of Trump. Don't fucking start, or you're a legal fucking alien sister that doesn't have papers. Shut up. Don't you fucking start with me, you fucking hypocrite. Seriously, though, go into your office right now and find out where your Coke bowl is. This fucking guy. Seriously. Anyways, going back to it. In the beginning, nobody understood what I was giving up. I was giving up everything because of what God told me. He promised this. He promised he would give me a new life, a better life, and I would not ever have to do it alone. I would never have to struggle again, and I could be happy if I just gave up everything that I had and let him rebuild my life. When I invite people over, which is coming up real soon, and I bring you into this life, it's only to show you God's works. I did nothing but believe in God. He's the one that gave me this life, and he can do it for you. And that's some shit that they'll scream at you at the church, but they can't prove it. I can prove it. And I'm going to prove it to the whole world in that documentary, that you can trust God, even though your mind and the people around you and everything feels like it's impossible and you can't live that way. Fuck them. Let them struggle. Take the initiation to trusting God. Let him show you what you need to get rid of, and he will make all things new. It is a literal promise in that fucking book to everyone. You can lean on his promises. You can't depend on people, but you can depend on God. He's not a person, a place, or a thing. When he calls you, and that's Gabriel, bro, he sends Gabriel and he sends that message to you. Walk away from this. I've got something for you. He doesn't show you exactly what the something is. I didn't know. I never knew where he was going to place me. There was times I never thought I'd ever make it back to Colorado. Colorado was like the further, I thought I would never make it home, but he knew that this was my home. I'm right in the middle of town. I am central. What's really funny is, again, when Bobby said that, are you at Cherry Creek? I thought he meant Cherry Creek, the neighborhood, which I currently live next to. I live next to Cherry Creek, you guys. I live in bougie town. When I told my dad I lived in Lowry, he was like, wow, nice. How'd you get there? Well, I had a job at Target, just kind of bring in some weird fucking things. It was God. I'm currently unemployed and living off of the Jewish family's services, but God did all this. No, because he's a hypocrite and he don't want to hear that. He's one of those people, he doesn't want to hear that God's taking care of someone else when God's not taking care of him. Well, you don't let God take care of you. You want to take care of everything yourself, so fuck off. And, since, I have a father who is in heaven that takes better care than you do. Really? Yeah, and I'm sure gonna shove Morgan and her mechanical fucking engineering degree at him. Here, meet my mechanic friend. Make a friend for once in your life. Realistically, something like that. No, up until this week, nobody knew it was gonna work. They kept waiting. They kept seeing, is this real? Is she real? Is she crazy? Is God really gonna do all this for her? If God parted the seas for Moses, and I want to point out there's the staff, what the fuck do you think he's gonna do for me? What do you think he'll do for you? Are you less worthy of God's love? Why? Because you're a sinner? Because you did drugs? Because you beat someone? Because you cheated? Because you lied? Because you stole? Because you killed somebody's dreams, ambitions, or actually hurt somebody? He's not going to forgive you and give you a new life in Him? It's a promise, guys. He promises. And we live off of those promises. We don't want to get let down by people anymore. Not when God can put us up. Why get put down when you could get put up? What do you got to do? Put down them? It's right here, bro. It could happen in the next card where we're facing the shadow. What do you need to let go of? What are you so afraid of? And that's that Fight Club moment. It's like, you know what I mean? Let go. If you're meant to fucking lose it, then lose it. Trust that God will give you better. Oh, I'll never be this successful. Bullshit. I worked too hard for this. Exactly. My apartment, I moved into out of homelessness. And over the years, my ex-husband stayed there and my brother, and a lot of drama. That apartment was filled with nothing but bad memories. I'm creating all new memories right here in the name of God. It starts with God gave me this house. He gave me all this furniture. He gave me this. God did this, and God did this, and God did this, and God did this. It's no more glory to me. It's all glory to God. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being taken care of. Nobody ever did. I'm okay with this. No, I ain't got no pride, Wolfman. I gave up all my material belongings, everything, to go praise God in the woods and live out of scraps. But I'm telling you, bro, it was worth it. It was scary. I didn't go without. We weren't hungry. I never went out without cigarettes. I never went without weed. We never went without. The only thing we didn't have is a home. And the only reason we didn't have a home is because God told me to give up the home. And I made home everywhere I went. Like one of the, you know what I mean? Like an original settler. And that kind of faith in God can take you anywhere. I can walk out now if He asks me, and I was trained to do that, with nothing more than the clothes on my back, and I know I'm good. And that's what Jesus said to His disciples. Take not with you, not 2 tunics, not 2 sandals, not a money belt. God will be with you. God gave me all this stuff, but I won't live here forever. And I will bless somebody else with the very things He blessed me with, and He'll bless me with more, because it's a giving tree. I grab an apple and I pass the apple down, and I'll grab another apple, and I'll keep passing them down until I get hungry. And that's what it means to live in this tree. I bring God's blessings to you. But how do you receive them? You need to put down what you got in your hands. You already got a full basket. You got too many eggs in that basket, and they smell funny. Really? Yeah. Well, that's cool. I'm going to read a page of the Melchizedek Order because I promised. And Melchizedek is up there. He teaches the Ascension. That's that card right there, the purple one. Where's your book, Melchizedek? It came to me. And there it is. It came to me, when I was putting the books up, but then yesterday as well. And it has to do with Mary Magdalene. Melchizedek, can you please step forward? Thank you. Wouldn't it be cool when I can move this stuff with my head? Just, move shit around. Like, oh my God, it's flying. I know. That's just another thing you'll be scared of. Really, the government especially. All right, where do you want to read from Melchizedek? Oh, I got a lot of pages turned down. Good and evil? No. What is this? Leaving home, separation, and finding the way back. I'm going to start right here. It's just at the end of page 93. What is it? If you reverse the universe, it would all go back to a single point of origin, which was caused by God and which is God. And yet, beyond that point of origin, there is still God. The Bible says that at the beginning there was a void. Most people think of a void as something that is empty, but that's not what happens with God. The void of the Bible is a potentiality that has not yet expressed itself. Stop. I made a video last week about going into the void with Kobe. Where have I been? There, pretty much. What is it? It's past the 11th dimension. The 11th dimension is where everything takes form. Then comes the mirror dimension, which would be the 12th, and the 13th, where I come from. Where is it? To the 0 point, where nothing and yet everything starts. Really? Mm-hmm. I try to explain it. You have to go through the dark to get to it, but it's not a dangerous place. It's just the place of existence where it's just being. There's nothing to see. It's just to be. To be or not to be is the question. I'm just going to be. All right. It is a constant, pure love, which then creates out of itself, so that all that is or is of the universe goes back to the origin. I want to go back to these occult leaders. They can't give you anything that's not in any of these books. I can bring to these books, I add to the teaching. Really? Mm-mm. They cannot do any of this. Really? They don't have a higher understanding of anything that outside of the books that they're teaching. Realistically, if you went to an occult teacher of the Holy Bible and tried to tell them that there was another part of God, you're done. And that shows they have no power to not be able to accept that God was infinite, that he was limited to Jesus Christ. You're already powerless in that thought. You're already powerless in that thought, and you've eliminated, I don't know, how much of the world by thinking just that way. How many other people don't live by Christian teachings but still exist and still live by God and are considered and are seeds of God? You've already limited yourself. And that goes back to it. Limiting yourself to one prophetic teacher is fucked. Now, what was Jesus? The way. But are you living the right way? Absolutely not. So don't start with me. Don't start with me. And that's where it is. Christians, Muslims, you know what I mean? Catholics, they all believe that their way is the way, but none of them have made way for God. None of them are living the way. And that's where, again, the documentary shows you must go the straight and narrow, leave the packs, take the trip. Really? And this is where it says coming back. The Bible is a potentiality that has not yet expressed itself. It's a constant pure love which creates out of itself, so that all that is of the universe goes back to the origin. Therefore, when you're looking at a tree or a dog or a person walking down the street, that's all God becoming. I tried to tell you that. He puts himself in form because he has no form. It's all the parts of God that made itself manifest when it looks at the issue of itself to create a visible universe. And that's it. I'm seeing Adam and Eve and all kinds of stuff. Hold on a second. Hold on. Calm down. When there's a problem, right? So Adam and Eve are here to learn what it means to live on this earth, right? And they're supposed to be guided by God's all-knowing because they do not know. Then they got the apple of knowing and they believed themselves to be God. But all they knew was that they were powerful creators. They didn't know what to do with that power, right? So they went out to, to create for themselves a world outside of God. Yes, but that's God, because that's the free will. God put his creative abilities and visions into humanity, where he can give them a spark and now they can create just like he does with their breath. Really? And that's why the angelic form wanted to come and have those abilities to create as God creates, with nothing more than a thought, to breathe it into existence. But what everybody didn't understand is he's the one that gives the thoughts. Really? Until you create your own. And that's the difference. Visions given by God, prophetic visions, versus thoughts. What are your thoughts? Those are impressions given by the intake of information, meaning you see something and you hear something and you come up with an opinion, which is now your thought. Well, you know what I think about it? I think, I think, I think. You're a great big thinker, but is that true? Or is that just your impression of the information? Do you have all the information to have, you know what I mean, to have the right answer? But you believe you're right based on your opinion, based on what you've seen, but you only seen a small portion of what you're looking at, right? So it's just judgment. You look at this girl and you look her up and down, and based on that, you have an opinion of who this girl is and what she's about and what she does and what kind of life she is and whether or not you should fuck with this girl. Happens in the blink of an eye, a thought. And you either act on that thought, you always act on your thoughts, mostly until you question them. Where'd that thought come from? And then you question, why did I jump to this conclusion? Why did I put that judgment on that person? And you understand the logical mind. Well, she's wearing 6-inch fucking high heels. It's the middle of the day. Her makeup's all fucked off. Looks like she hasn't washed her hair. You know what I mean? We're starting to put all of this together here. We're like, well, I understand where I came to a negative judgment on this person, but let's take off the hair. Let's take off the heels. Let's take off of all of these things that make me look bad at a person. And let's just change this. Let's change this reality so we can change the thought of this person, because it's not good to think that way of any person. Now, keep in mind, you invoke this thought based on your appearance. Now, people work on that all day. Their outwards persona. If I dress up and I look like this, and that's what it is, dress for the role that you want, right? So I walk around and people think depending on how I'm dressed, they think I'm an executive of something. I give off that impression, but I don't have a job. Really? And that's where it is they say don't judge a book by its cover, and that's where it is people will see the outside and not even know the 50 layers of gray that are behind this pretty outside. Really? And that's, is that catfishing, or is that just, you know what I mean? You got to put on your clown face to go outside. You have to put on to go outside, no matter who we are. It's not okay for us to just go outside in our fucking pajamas, to go out in our boxers, to go out looking scrubby-dubby. It's just not good. It's not good for the how people will make us feel about our appearance. So you're supposed to take pride in your appearance, right? But at the same time, that's where the glamour magic comes in. People appear to be something they're not all the time. So you have to watch your thoughts. You look at something and you judge it. Oh, no, this looks good. It's meant to look good. Your brain is going off of just first impressions, always. And the more they give you, the more truth they give you, you're still stuck on your first impression. And then fucking 6 months down the line, you're like, why didn't I fucking see this? And here comes Kobe with all the red flags you refused to see along the way. You were not taking in new impressions. You made a decision when you first met this person, place, or thing, and you didn't allow yourself to open up to more of what this was. When I first saw Bobby, dude, I saw him as this. When I first saw all of them, I had an impression of who the fuck I thought you were. The more I got to know you, the more I dug into you, the more I understood that impression wasn't exactly correct. I know where I got it from. And that's something going back to Ali. I called Ali gay. Did I question him as being gay? No, I just called him gay. And that's the difference. I am like 100% certain. There's no uncertainty when it comes to Mike Stud inside of me. I'm 100% certain that Mike said, if not full bisexual, is gay. Okay, now let's go back to Bobby and all of these other things. You know what I mean? Pornography. After I started realizing what you guys are watching and what's going on with this whole thing, I put myself into it. I'm like, oh, you watch porn? What are you doing? Then I started thinking about it, and the thoughts interrupted the whole thing, which is what? You guys are getting off to men getting off, and you're actually watching penis. You're gay. One thought plus two thoughts equals you're gay. No men up until that point realize that they are literally watching men get off, and this turns them on. Until I had the thought, nobody else thought about it. None of you considered this ever, that you're literally watching, that you're gay, that you're literally getting turned on by watching another man have sex with a woman. You're not watching women, bro. You're watching men penetrate women, and it's turning you on. That makes me think you're gay. You're turned on by the acts of another man. And your favorite part is when he ejaculates. I believe you're gay. I believe any man that gets turned on by another man and then ejaculates to the man ejaculating is a homosexual. You are turned on by the same sex. You are sexually aroused by the same sex and their particles. You're gay. I do not get turned on by tits and vagina. It doesn't make me wet. It doesn't make me want to touch myself. It doesn't turn me on. You get turned on. You turn on a fucking video to watch a man stick his dick in a woman and watch him fuck her. It's sick. It's sick. And then you go into these other perversions of what else you're watching to make yourself feel good. This is a perversion. There's no love in this. This is pure lust. And this is what you do when nobody's looking, when you're bored, when you're full of energy, when it's the middle of the day or first thing in the morning or at night or before you take a shower. What the fuck is wrong with you? If you loved someone and had someone loving on you, you would not be making love to yourself and other people. Okay? Therefore, yeah, sorry, that was weird. And the whole universe is watching you do this, by the way. You are never alone at any time. When you're in the bathroom, they're with you, bro. They are watching you. Don't you ever feel like you're being watched? Ugh. How do they watch you? I don't know. They don't have the same sensations. They might be laughing at you. I'm not sure. I'll tell you what, my sexual experiences, they were there. They were there watching me, literally watching me do what I was doing. The whole fucking group was watching me. But it's also created an invisible universe and parallel universe at the same time. We are all part of the same thing. Sometimes, in order to talk about a part of God, we take a piece, says Melchizedek, but put it on display, so to speak, give it a name, and see what the function is. What did and how God did it. Tom Sawyer used to talk about Jesus, and he'd say that was God in the form of that person, that God came into the earth plane and inhabited that body. Edgar Cadence used to talk about certain entities in the same way, that God wanted, literally to be down on earth and bump around with the rest of itself. So God demonstrated and is still demonstrating, and there is no separation, and the way home is by unconditional self-love. God lives within me, and that's what I said this morning. The entire universe expresses through me. My life is an expression of God, and God gets to express with me, and and that's the witness to it. Though I'm having a human experience, it's my human experience. It's not mine. It's already ordained by God, and it's already, it's already orchestrated by God. So I'm just taking the steps of this experience. But through the experience, I share this experience with all of the universe, past, present, and future. Really? Yes. The past, they saw these times. So they've already seen what I'm experiencing now. The future is currently watching these videos. They're barely tapping into what is our present, but is their past. Really? Mm-hmm. And all of this is God. I told you, who am I? God in the female form. A portion of God. The portions that you deny. Really? Mm-hmm. Which is pretty much yourself. And that's where you can see myself in all of you, which is the portions you deny, the shadows. Really? You can. And that's why the more I share with you who I am, the more we become connected. Because why? Because you're part of God, part of the family. We're all created of the same fucking soup, is what I call that shit. Which is what? Collective conscious. What is it? He puts a piece of light into a body, and that body goes out and has an experience. And everybody gets to experience that experience with that body. And then the body comes back, or the soul comes back, and he brings the body's experience, which is the conscious knowing, and he pours it into the soup. And everybody sits there and watches everybody's lives play out. You can watch anybody's. I go there. Really? Mm-hmm. There's places. And all of this that I can do, it all started with what you need to start with too, which is working through you, the moon, which is your mind and your emotions, and it's your heart's callings. It all starts with the heart's calling. It started with one twin flame, which was Bobby. And then it started calling me to more things. He was the first thing. All I was trying to do was focus. This guy came in and I started losing focus. A huge part of me kept wanting to see him, and all I'm trying to do is stay focused. Stop thinking about him. And I'm like, stop thinking about him. Stop thinking about him. Stop thinking about him. Stop thinking about him is all I could do. I couldn't stop it. So then I started thinking about him and I could feel the good feelings. Like, all right, well, maybe I should reach out. Then it became bad feelings. No, no, no. And it was always a constant battle, back and forth, back and forth. Now, as much as this battle is difficult for me, it's the same battle for him. No, I can't reach out to her. I shouldn't reach out to her. Every time I reach out to her, this happens. I can't reach out to her. I can't reach out to her. Can't reach out to her. It's the same thing. I blame God. What comes from it? A lot of realization, bro. It's a lot of pain. But the pain is just facing my internal parts. He's not really a bad guy. It's just after the fact. It's a lot of build up to and that's twin flames. It's like, I really want to see you, but I have to deal with all of me to do that. Then I see you, and then I'm left with all these terrible feelings about seeing you. Really? Yeah, that's what happens to both of us. Why? Well, because he's a fucking married man. And we can't ever feel good about this under the circumstance. So finally I pushed affirmation, and I pushed and I pushed. And I'm like, all right, let's deal with this. He wasn't ready to deal with it. He's still afraid of what he'll lose. And that was it. After me. I mean, and that's kind of what it is like, I was afraid of everything. I was afraid of what I would lose. But I showed everyone it's okay to sacrifice because you never lose anything. No, not really. And that goes back to the twin flames. I can do everything, which is my typical negative pattern, to push them away, but it doesn't work. And that's just me being low vibrational. My low vibrational patterns don't work with them, nor do theirs with me. Why? Because we're not of the flesh. It's a soul experience. Don't get me wrong. We'll get a flesh, we'll rise in our egos, but then we just sit there in them. Really? Yeah. And we have to face it. Realistically, there's no reason for us to be hating each other. We'll get mad at each other. We'll be hurt by each other and shit. But it's just what comes down to it. What makes it always go away at the end is unconditional love. We break our conditions and end up forgiving and loving each other again. It starts between, just the twin flames. But then after you've done this with 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, all these twin flames, it's like, fuck. If I can be like this with you, I can be like this with anyone. And that's really what it is the training of how to do this with you has trained me how to do this with anybody. And that's what Kobe said. It's just training. It was a fucking training. It's fucking guys. That's it. How many times do you have to forgive Russ? Jesus says 70 times 70 and some 77 shit. Really? Don't ask. There's no limit to forgiveness. The question is, how long are you going to tolerate the bullshit? And that's where Jesus also said, don't fellowship with such people. That's it. You know what I mean? You keep messing with people that are going to keep hurting you, you're going to have to keep forgiving them. Until they stop hurting you, then you stay away from the people that hurt people. That's all that means. But you never stop forgiving them. And that's what God said. Love them. Love them till it hurts. Never fucking stop loving them. Just go love another. I never stopped loving any of my twin flames. And I loved them until it killed me. Until there was, I want to say there was no more love to give, but there was nowhere else to go with this love. So I had to go love another. Really? And stop loving you. And as far as me putting you in a third party, bullshit. I'm not even in a relationship. All of you are in relationships. I'm not. Really? No. I'm in a relationship with a married man. Shut up, guys. That was not even. That was the Holy Spirit initiating me into bullshit. I've never been in a real relationship. My only relationship is with God. Really? And all of his, deities. Anyways, well, that's what we got for today. What the fuck did we read? I forgot about all of that. After we went into Melchizedek's bullshit. Ascending Masters. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll put a label on it when I remember. I'm going to go. You guys have a great Thirsty Thursday. Talk to you later. Get ready for tomorrow's Friday work. Later, haters.